Essential services are important towards a quality of life that ensures our personal and our family's well-being. As a consumer, it is your right to demand a high standard of consistent and reliable service that you pay for. How then can you be sure that you're getting value for your hard-earned money? Are you scrutinizing your electricity and water bills for accurate billing? Are you paying for services not provided? Have you been able to resolve issues with appliances damaged as a result of disruption in your electrical supply? The Regulated Industries Commission works assiduously to protect the interests of both service providers as well as citizens and residents of Trinidad and Tobago. Through globally recognized accountability and transparency practices, the RIC works diligently to ensure that consumers get what they pay for, whilst at the same time ensuring the economic viability of utility service providers. These providers include Power Generation Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Water and Sewerage Authority, Trinity Power Limited, and the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission. The RIC empowers and informs consumers with the knowledge necessary to enable direct redress with service providers. The agency then acts as a mediator in the event consumers are not satisfied with the outcomes of their complaint. In its thrust to become a world-class regulator, the RIC adopts international best practices in carrying out its mandate. Some of the general functions of the RIC include setting price limits and tariffs that are fair and non-discriminatory, monitoring performances of service providers and protecting consumer interests, handling complaints and settling disagreements, setting and enforcing standards of service for the utilities, consulting and promoting accountability and transparency that encourages stakeholder participation in regulatory decision-making. As an independent and impartial statutory body, the Regulated Industries Commission balances the interests of both the consumer and the service provider. The RIC consults with stakeholders to formulate fair and reasonable pricing through established approaches to a transparent rate review. This includes incentive-based regulation, where the RIC provides incentives, rewards or penalties to the service providers to encourage improved efficiency in their performance and operation. Quality of service standards are established and enforced so that the quality of service to consumers is not sacrificed.
Get to know the Regulated Industries Commission. We had a horrendous problem with electricity supply and Water and Sewerage Authority. And I just took it upon myself with a few of the residents in the district to try and rectify the problems. I got in touch with the Regulated Industries Commission just by chance. I didn't know that they existed until a friend told me. There are personnel in the Regulated Industries Commission that go beyond the duty to have things corrected. That is my experience.
The RIC has and continues to successfully resolve complaints relating to billing queries and damaged appliances, resulting in significant rebates being granted to the affected customers.
Water has always been a problem here. We used to have to collect water from the rain. Paying your bills and you don't get water, they would send a truck borne for you maybe once a month or so. We couldn't even access that because we were cut off by different boundaries. By calling the RIC, we think that our water problem had been solved.
The RIC implemented a code of practice for TNTech that provides a humanistic approach to customer service. For example, amongst its guidelines, it ensures that customers' electricity supply is not disconnected due to non-payment after 3 p.m. on any given day, weekend or public holidays. Where the billing amount is unresolved, in the absence of the customer, in which case a 24-hour disconnection notice must be left on the premises. Similar codes will be introduced for WASA. The Regulated Industries Commission is committed to empowering the consumer rights of citizens and residents of Trinidad and Tobago. The Regulated Industries Commission, protecting your interests.